Hello, I'm Mary Jo, and believe it or not, I have been a nurse for 50 years. Oh, I bet you can believe that. Well, I have lost over 100 pounds, which conventional wisdom suggests you cannot do when you're postmenopausal. But guess what? You can. I have reversed chronic disease in my life. I'm 72 years old. I require no prescription drugs. I am filled with energy and zest and the joy for life. This, however, has been a miraculous transformation in my world, and I would like to share my story with you. The purpose of this channel is to provide you or anyone who's interested in information about the science of nutrition for the purpose of inspiring human health. So as life went on, I had a certain amount of pain issues. As quite a young woman, I had migraines that worsened as I got older. I had eczema, always happened on my face. And all of this culminated in hypertension, heart disease, and oh my goodness, pre-diabetes. On top of all this, I had chronic upper respiratory infections. I had colds, or I had a sinus infection, or I had bronchitis, or I had laryngitis. And eventually this culminated in a horrendous case of pneumonia. And it's really scary when you lay down because you are exhausted and you need to sleep and you stop breathing. I mean, that's how it was. You can't breathe. It's awful. I went to a doctor, as we all do. I went to a nurse practitioner. And I was told I required medication. Well, there's two things I've rejected. One is that age is the cause of disease. And number two is everybody my age or older requires medication. So having rejected that and telling my doctor, okay, I'll check my blood pressure for the next couple of months and bring back the results to you. I don't think I'll stroke in that period of time. I know these numbers and my blood tests are not good. I know my blood pressure is way too high. So I just want a little time to think about this and to find, if possible, another solution. So what I did was I prayed earnestly. I meditated. And then I went to a bookstore. I absolutely love books. Anyway, I'm going down the aisle in this bookstore. It's summertime. I have sandals on. And I promise you, these books were just lined up very nicely on the shelves, right? And all of a sudden, this book pounces off the shelf and lands on big toe of my right foot. And I said, ouch, what was that? So I bent over and picked up the book. And do you know what it was? Let me show you. It was Eat to Live by Dr. Joel Fuhrman. I credit this book and this man to saving my life. So what I learned about was the science of nutrition. And if you were to look at what would be the best book to read now, you might want to try Eat for Life. This is all of Dr. Fuhrman's books are excellent. This one has more recent research in it, which is its advantage. Okay, but they're both wonderful, wonderful books. Let me put it up here because this is my beautiful bookshelf. Anyway, when I learned about the science of nutrition, I learned about what foods generate health. I learned about new cooking methods. It takes a little bit of time to kind of figure out what you're doing. And I don't know what helped me out, but I did not want to get sicker. I did not want to take drugs for the rest of my life. You know, as a nurse, I watch people, and they get older, they get sicker, they are on drugs. They come into the clinic, they come into the hospital, and despite the drugs, they're still sicker. So maybe they get a change up in their drugs. And they come back again, And the progression of disease has not ceased. They are now sicker still. And now we have to give medications for the side effects for the original medications. And I see these wonderful people coming back in, listening to their doctors, and most often trying to be very compliant with instructions and getting sicker and sicker and sicker until they end up dying. Frequently, they have suffered a few number of their years disabled and in pain. And this happened to my mother. My mother, a robust, beautiful woman, had severe osteoporosis, and at the end of her life, she had hypertension, heart disease, her kidneys were failing, she had macular degeneration, she had previously had cataract removal, she had a lot of pain, especially in her back. In fact, the pain in her back probably started when she was 62. Around that point in time, now I'm the oldest of 8 kids, so can anybody blame my mother here? Of course not. It's about time we kids started helping her. But when she was way younger than I am now, she said, I cannot have family dinners anymore. And the reason for that is because she didn't have the energy to stir her potato casserole. She didn't have the energy to chop up vegetables if she was trying to make a salad. And I just inherently somehow felt this would not be a path that I would care to go down. So I learned a lot about high nutrient plant-based living. I have found that foods that are healthy, guess what? Foods that are healthy are absolutely delicious. Now, especially if you're as overweight as I was when I started this, you need to give yourself some time, because if you are able to do this pattern of plant-based eating, you will begin to lose fat cells, and that will allow toxins that have been encased in fat so that they didn't kill you, that will allow them to go into the bloodstream. And a lot of people today, when they start to lose weight, they start to feel sick, and that can scare them. There are bizarre symptoms that can happen that's called detoxification. So give yourself a week to get through the hardest part. Usually 3 to 5 days is the maximum period of time for most people. And all of a sudden, you start to feel better and better and better. By eating lots of vegetables and fruit and legumes, I was rewarded with a 65-pound weight loss faster than you can possibly believe. And since then, my weight loss has slowed down. But like I said, I've lost over 100 pounds, and I feel great. So, the purpose of this YouTube channel is so that I may share with you, with those who are interested in this type of lifestyle medicine, which enables the body to heal itself. And in my circumstance, I am blessed with energy and keep up with grandkids. And an extra advantage has been this sense of joy and this desire to participate in life. I cannot tell you how wonderful I feel. Now, am I losing out if I don't eat hamburgers and french fries or malts? No, not at all. The food I eat is absolutely delicious. And if you said, I'm going to cast a magic wand over you and you will stay the way you are now, but you can eat all the junk you want, let's go, I would say, no, thank you. I love what I eat. I love the taste of what I eat. In fact, I went with my daughters to a wedding, and the cake looked absolutely delicious. So I just said to one of them, I said, could I just have a little bite of your cake? And she said, sure. So I had a little bite of cake, and I thought I would like this. I didn't think it tasted very good. And so anyway, One of my videos will be discussing, if you're interested in a plant-based diet, how would you go about changing what you're currently doing. And I hope you will enjoy that. And for now, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to join me and to listen to me. I have great love and appreciation in my heart for all of you. Please recognize that you are a wonderful creation in this universe, and without you, the rest of us would be lost. So here's to great food and great happiness. Goodbye for now.